hold on. Here's what you have to understand about me, okay? I am a warrior. You understand? I think of myself like a Final Fantasy pro tag. And my whole gimmick, my whole thing is, I'm the fool. I change job classes. I'm the job system in a man. So when I tap into a game, listen, I think my archetype is actually like either hyper grappler or zoner, okay? But sometimes the characters I pick don't necessarily vibe with that. So like my dad, right? My dad's the kind of person who is like, well, you're not good at this, so you should quit it. Do something different. I'm like, I'm not good at this, so that's why I'm gonna do it. I attempt to make the weakness and compensate for it, make it a strength. I want you to think about music, sports, spices, okay? Could you imagine going through your entire life and the only spice that you put on your food is salt? What if you went through your whole life and the only music you ever listened to was fill in the blank, country, rap, hip, whatever? When people say stuff like, I don't like sports, to me, I have no doubt that there probably is a type of person that might actually just not like sports. But when I hear that, what I really think is that is probably an experience issue. You legit have not had enough opportunities to try different sports to see which one would appeal to you. Because there's so many different types of sports, there's no way none of them appeal to you. I'm an American, right? Never played cricket in my life outside of like maybe 1 or 2 PE classes. And we were just like fucking around with a trash can. In another world, I might be like a fucking cricket genius, but I'll never know because I never tried that job class change. Final Fantasy X-2 is the most hyped to play legacy style Final Fantasy game. You know why? Job classes and you be switching with the speed. I'm trying to, you should be thinking about yourself like, yeah, this is my shit. You know, I'm the healer. I'm the white mage. But you ain't trying to see me when I go Dark Knight. You ain't trying to see me when I go Samurai. You ain't, yeah. And word? You want to step to me with the mascot? Fine, I'm a Cactuar. What is your shit when you change the job class? You might think of yourself right now, you're thinking like, oh, I only do this. I'm not made for this. But how do you even really know if you never even really try? This also applies to music. It applies to fighting games too. You might think, I'm a rushdown player. How often do you hear people say stuff like that? Like, oh yeah, I'm a rushdown player. Oh, I'm a defensive player. I play defense. I'm a whatever, right? If you don't put yourself in some situations to try to understand the mentality behind, you might actually not be the player you think you are because you never actually put yourself in the shoes of trying to play another game plan or something like that. When you try to learn that style or learn that thing, whatever it is, it's a two-way street. It might highlight to you, oh, these are the things I'm actually good at. You might also find, wait, I'm better at this than I thought I was, and this is actually kind of fun for me. I like this. You're running around trying to do like electrics with Kazuya or like, I don't know, do a Tonjet upper setups or something like that. You might fancy yourself that kind of player. But how often have you tried to play like a grappler for real? You might actually have that grappler mentality, but you never know if you don't really try. I settled on fish? No. I play with this game, for a long time I played Dimitri. But this game, it's easy enough to change characters because what you're really playing is like the system of the game a little bit. And characters are so unique to where a lot of them have simple game plans that you can hop into, but maybe the execution kind of scales upward as you get the more intermediate and advanced levels of play. So in the past 2 weeks, I've learned like 4 characters that I just never really messed around with learning how to play. Even though for 20 years, I've always thought I probably should be playing fish in this game, but I just didn't for whatever reason. It's not like I'm committing to something. No, I'll learn this just to play it, just to understand the mentality, and then refocus on myself. Man, you know what? I do really well with this kind of game plan, with this kind of character and these kinds of tools. You should be thinking about yourself as a player that way. I don't understand people who get locked into a certain thing and think that they're just like, that's their thing. How can you know that if you don't try other shit? You might not understand that your real skill set and real calling is being a white mage if you don't try to tank first. You get what I'm saying? How would you know if you don't try the other thing? You got to be willing sometimes to just try shit. Or, you know, another good example? Learning Tekken characters. So what happens when you learn multiple Tekken characters is you become sensitive to their quirks. Maybe this character that you pick up, they have a really good high mid string that your character has, but maybe a less good version of it. Or this character's uppercut is a safe down forward 2, so they can just do it with impunity. Whereas your character might have an unsafe down forward 2, so you have to be a little bit more cautious about it. When you hop between characters like that, it shows you the values of those things. And it might give you some ideas on how to use them better with your main character, is the way it works out. Playing Jack will teach you about space control, using your pokes up close like that, and timing with your lows. Then when I hop back on Lei, who has worse versions of some of those tools, but I'm better at using them, it's a noticeable difference immediately. Oh shit. You have to be like willing to just learn that sometimes, or see that potential value, see that potential gain. Because in the long run, that might be better. It might be better for you.